This is the Sarpy County 911 Call Center, or the public service answering point for the county. There's room for 10 dispatchers at a time, but normally 7 or 8 are on duty. Troy Gowan has worked here since 2008.
Being raised in Sarpy County and being able to impact the people in my own neighborhood, in my own county and city, it's pretty rewarding.
A quickly growing county with 6 different fire departments servicing Sarpy and 4 different law agencies. Just figuring out who's going to go where can be a challenge.
Use a CAD system, computer-aided dispatch, to determine who works that particular area, or that particular neighborhood or district. It could be, for instance, it could be Bellevue Fire, but it's Sarpy County Sheriff's for law enforcement.
The office receives about 150 911 calls a day, with several of them not rising to the level of an emergency.
We take all sorts of calls all day long, and not every single one of them is a life-saving opportunity for us. A vehicle parking complaint, a barking dog, somebody didn't pick up their trash out of the street.
Other times, the calls that come in are a matter of life and death.
Many times the calls we get, we are catching people on the most horrendous of occasions, on their worst day. The things you hear are almost as traumatic as what officers or first responders see when they get to the scene. It's something that sticks with you. You kind of have to take what you do in that room and set it aside when you leave, because it can really get to you over time. One of the things that gets me is when I deal with calls involving small children. That's a hard one.
When it comes to those medical type calls, the dispatcher uses a system called ProQA, helping to ask the caller the right questions to determine the issue and maybe helping to treat the patient.
Being able to talk them through giving CPR instructions, being able to talk them through childbirth, or how to put pressure on a bleeding wound.
The dispatchers are tasked with getting the location of the incident, a good callback number in case it's disconnected, and
then the third thing is, we're going to ask you, okay, tell me exactly what happened. And it's important that we ask that way. Okay, tell me exactly what happened. So you gotta be able to get certain information from callers that may be in a state of shock, may be hysterical, and trying to extract the information we need to give that then to the first responders and to the law enforcement and fire guys that are responding to these calls is of utmost importance.
For Papillion Now, I'm Michael Severe.